Okay, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Stupid, and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. We just had a nice date with Remy. Yeah, that is what we just did, right? And alright, Bryce and Adine are my options for the rest of the day, I guess. I do want to talk to Adine again. Alright, this should be the right address. And skipping ahead, no. Okay, once again, if anything of interest happens, I'll cut away to it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna skip to when something interesting happens. Okay, so this turns into what? Chapter 5 into Hope into Greed? What? I saw the title card change. Is that a bad sign? Alright, well, we'll roll with it for now. Remy! Okay, you are not wearing lipstick and you are wearing a tie. I am indeed ready to see the fireworks. Okay, let's go. After a few minutes of walking, we arrived at the rather empty-looking area near the edge of town. Non-skippable. Indeed. Looks deserted to me. I thought everyone was watching the fireworks. They are, but they're doing it somewhere else. I don't really like crowds, and I think you would appreciate me leading you here if you knew what they were actually like. Appreciate me leading you here if you knew what they were like. Okay. Better safe than sorry, at any rate. That's what I'm thinking. This reminds me a bit of the night I arrived here. Everything was dark and empty, and it was just us walking through the landscape. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I think it's starting. Now watch. We were quiet as we waited, and the stillness of the night enveloped us. Soon, I heard the sound of the first rocket making its way into the night sky, after which it exploded into a pattern of colors. More rockets followed, their thunderous noise echoing throughout the land. Suddenly, a terrible realization hit me, and is this going to be the same terrible realization as the other two times? It is, but it's not letting me skip it. Okay, we need to go. You know where Reza is. We don't have the time to call the police. Is his ears actually rotating up and down, or is it crossfading? I wasn't looking. Alright, whatever. Alright, so you're gonna go get help. And Remy, where is he? Where should I go? The portal. Go to the portal. Okay, go to the portal. Skip mode. Why does it flash for like 1 frame? Okay. Oh, someone else is dead. Who's that? That's not the store guy, is it? Sebastian. Oh, that's Sebastian. Oh, okay. He's dead. That's new, isn't it?
Hey.
Okay. Sorry, Sebastian. Reza was here very recently, but he hadn't used the portal just yet. Okay, so now we're inside. And... Okay, Maverick is showing up. Maverick and Remy appeared. You planned this, didn't you? And we have seen this. He's gonna inform me that I am indeed a traitor. And you're gonna aim at someone. You got 6 bullets for 3 people. Okay. Generator thing. The administrator. They're actually mine. Okay. I'm not allowed to skip this, so I'm just gonna stop mashing the tab button. Who are you, by the way? When are we gonna find out who you actually are? Do I have to find an actual good ending for that? Because this is shaping up like the bad endings. Yep, there goes Remy. Alright, I was hoping that that would not be a thing that happened. No, I'm not gonna help you. And I got shot. And he's out of bullets. Is this new? Probably not, right? Razor was leaning against the wall, his head slumped forward lifelessly. Okay, so that was bad, but bad in different ways than the other chapters. Maverick and the Administrator, both lying in a pool of their own blood, were not moving. I crawled over to Remy and was glad to hear him still breathing. He had been hit in the side, and I saw blood trickling from the wound onto the ground below him. He raised his head, looking at me with an expression of pain. You're wounded. So are you. We need to stop the bleeding. I put some pressure on the wound, momentarily halting the blood that was trickling down his body. Can you do this? Let me try. He felt around his side, trying to get the right grip before he applied pressure on his own. I let go, and after a bit of adjustment, Remy could stop the bleeding on his own for now. I took off my shirt and briefly considered whether I should be using it to dress Remy's wound, but I soon realized it was not long enough to wrap around him properly. Besides, if he couldn't walk for now, it would not make a difference anyway, and he would have to stay here while he held his wound shut. Instead, I used the shirt to curb my own bleeding, folding it and wrapping it around my abdomen tightly. Look, Raisa's gone, and that other person. Remy was right, both Raisa and the Administrator were gone. You have to go. Go and stop Raisa. Wait, wasn't he already dead? I thought we confirmed that he was dead already. I need to find you some help first. I can't just leave you like this. Don't you? I can't even read that one. It's shaking. Don't you dare tell me you would be doing me any favors by saving me. If it's just gonna be one of us, I don't want it to be me. You don't know how it is to live every day as I have, wondering if the pain will ever stop or if things will change again. And when they finally do, you come here and tell me this. Don't do that to me. I'm not gonna go through this again. What do you want me to do? This is bigger than us. Bigger than me. Just go. Go and stop Raisa. Okay, so I think that officially qualifies as the bad ending. So close. I hobbled to my feet and made my way back outside. In the distance near the portal, I saw Raisa and something that was standing between them. Alright. Vara. Raisa aimed a kick at her. That's mean. Only to lose his balance and fall when she bit and held onto his shin. After he fought her off with a few kicks, his hand dove into his pocket to grab a few bullets, which he proceeded to load into the revolver. I went as fast as I could, but with my injuries, I had no chance to stop him as he aimed at Vara. This has been a particularly bloody run. Slowly, he got up again and walked over to the portal's controls where the Administrator suddenly appeared behind him. Immediately, she was on him, throwing him to the ground before starting to pound at his head with her fists. Together, they rolled down the slope of the small hill on which the portal stood. When they came to a halt, the fight resumed. There was a flurry of fists, and suddenly, I heard the distinct sound of a gunshot, after which the Administrator slumped and fell. Eventually, I arrived, only to be able to confirm that both of them were dead. Both of them? Okay. I went to the portal and examined Vara for any signs of life. I found none. When I looked up again, I saw Remy looking at me with a pained expression. I stepped away, giving him some space as he stepped up to the small corpse. Were you looking for me? Did you sneak out again? Poor girl. He enveloped her as his tears started raining down on the small body. Soon more help arrived. Remy and I got all the medical attention we needed, so he did survive. Besides those we already knew to be dead, it was also too late for Maverick. I warned them about the comet, telling them to check the PDAs I had given them for verification of my claims. A few minutes later, EMTs arrived and I was put into an artificial coma due to my injuries. In the weeks I was out, a variety of things happened. After everything that had taken place, negotiations were fierce between humanity and the dragons. Out of respect, Raisa's body was returned to humanity through the portal. When his actions had shattered all goodwill on the dragon side, Raisa's wounds did their job to do the same for humanity. Okay, so we both hate each other. Great. I too was to be returned to humanity, but as my condition didn't allow it, humanity took the dragon's refusal to transfer me as a sign that they were keeping me as a hostage. I wasn't a priority for humanity, though. A fact that I was aware of before I ever arrived into this world. As far as they were concerned, Raisa and I had our chance, and the results weren't pretty. Ultimately, the dragons decided to return the PDAs before all contact was cut. Luckily, my claims were taken seriously, and there was already a plan in place to divert the comet. While they would have to use the lab's generators to do it, humanity decided to use their portal's power source to support their own failing city for a while as they looked for other, more long-term solutions. After I woke from my coma, I had to reconsider my options. I had to consider my options. While the dragons were able to create a new power source for the portal, I wouldn't have known how to send myself back to humanity, as their portal was already deactivated, at least not without knowing the expertise of the dead administrator. The only coordinates remaining in the portal were those she had left as a last resort. It turned out they were to send someone back in time the day I arrived here. As soon as I could, I met with Remy, who told me everything I had missed. Don't tell me this is a good ending. So, the comet has been diverted, and you've replaced the power source for the portal. I guess something must have been... I guess I must have been gone for a long time. A few weeks, yes. What will you do now? I could use the portal to return to the day of my arrival. After all, I came here to save our dying city, which is something I failed to do. But you saved us. That is true, but I can't help thinking that there could have been a diplomatic solution. If I hadn't just been in a coma during the negotiations. Whatever you want to do now, you can be sure that you'll have the council's support. You could stay here if you wanted to. I bet you wouldn't mind that, would you? You know how I am. Humans just fascinate me. This isn't about me, though. Of course I would love it if you stayed with us. But I know there are many other factors at play here, and that it wouldn't be an easy decision for you to make. Don't let me stop you from going back if that's what you want to do, though. I'll be fine. Are you sure about that? Yes. After all, it's probably about time I start dipping into that glass of water next to me. I've been recording for a while and I haven't really used it yet. Which is unusual for a visual novel. Yes, after all, I'm not alone anymore. In the last few weeks, I spent a lot of time with the Dean, and I'd say we're pretty good friends now. As sad as it is what happened with Vara, there is another girl at the orphanage we've been taking care of pretty often. Maybe you've seen her. Her name is Emily, and she's the sweetest little girl. Besides, if you really end up going back in time, I'll see you again. Not even a goodbye? Dang. Okay, so that actually may have been a good ending, or at least an okay ending. At least for Remy. I am going to cut to the end of this, because we've seen the credits already. Unless you really want to see the slideshow on the opposite side of the credits. Which I guess you can do. Alright, if you want to see the slideshow, I'll leave the credits in. If you don't want to see the slideshow, skip to the timestamp that I'll be flashing on the screen right now. Okay, I have seen my first good ending. Which is the Optimist achievement. That's cool. And also Remy's good ending. Which is cool. Okay! The title screen has changed again, and indeed there is a not silhouette version of Remy. Alright, I'm gonna end this off. In the next part, I'm gonna see who else I can save. Probably Anna, since I also feel pretty bad for Anna having like the whole dying thing going on. Maybe if she survives the incident in the portal room. Possibly, the blood tests will be useful and possibly able to avert the whole dying thing. I'll find out. My name is Stupid. This has been Angels with Scaly Wings. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later. Wait, before I go, I just now noticed this. Comics, is this new? Oh, this is going to... this has sent me to angelswithscalywings.com/comic/1, which is a page titled Angels with Broken Hearts. Okay, which I guess is a webcomic to go alongside this or something. That's cool. I'll check that out on my own time. Yeah, bye.